Hello. Okay, what we've done here is we bought this old van. It was really an old scrappy. It was all white and everything rusted. So we've fixed that up. We'll show you just now. In the cab, I always put the locking bar on. This is a security thing. This is the reverse camera that I put in. So if the radio is on or off, it comes on like that, so you can see net access. I've covered all the bottoms of the chairs. There's loading bays both sides, and this is a sliding door. When it opens like that to the living area. Okay. This chair was a double chair, and I modified it so that it's a single. I'm putting another car seat in here, so that's awesome. So now we can just drive with Cindy next to me far away, like in the Mercedes I had, the S320. She used to sit on the other side like that, and that's about it. Here's a radio antenna that we put up there. And if you look here, you'll see there's a little gauge here to monitor the house batteries, because I'll show you that later. It's a system. This is the reverse sensor to tell me how far I am. Hello everybody. Okay, so I'm coming through the walkway here, and that's the thing that I made here that closes. That's the entrance. I'm in the living area now. So in the living area, we've got cupboards and things here. This will be your first aid stuff, and this one here, if we open this up, it's got your what do you call that thing?
Hammock.
A hammock. There's a hammock, and there's an awning, and there's chairs in the back here, so that's always closed so we don't damage anybody's heads here. This is our fridge. It's a top loader fridge. It works perfectly. It's a bit discolored, but that's fine. It still works 100%. Our electrical system is over here. This is a 220 supply here from the inverter at the back, or if you go on shore power, I can connect it to that. These are the little terminal blocks that we can plug our phones in, or our fans, or anything that uses USB. This is the USB here. There's a couple here. There's a little thermometer down here, inside, outside. We've got a fire extinguisher over here. Can I dim you out? Must I blow you out? And this is our sliding door that I worked so hard on paneling like this, and the carpet on the top here. I'm not going to open it now, but this is the lock. So you pull that lock up, and handle there, you can pull it open. Under the fridge is where we put our shoes. The box at the back is a gas box. I've made it a sealable gas cupboard there. So it's sealed all the way around, and there's a vent hole at the bottom, so if there is any gas leak, it'll leak out the bottom. This is our little dinky toy her dustbin. There's shoes there, and this becomes the support for this table that goes in here like that. You can either put it closed, or you can leave it open a bit, so that if you're outside, you can look for dog food. So this is a counter space. There is another piece of counter space that fits here.
We'll show you
We'll show you after we've set the bed up, because it's in the box there. It fits here. And this is our shower.
Before you go to the shower, you've got little cubbies on the door.
Oh yes, yeah. Did I tell you? No, I didn't.
No.
Okay, just zoom down here before I close it.
Okay.
There's two little boxes that I made slots out. That's in the door itself. So it's not really insulated there, but you don't need it there, because you're going to put socks and things like that in there,
yes.
like I've done. So yeah, that's this door. And then we come up. Let's go this way. Come up to this oven stove.
Yeah.
You lift the glass up, and there's a little latch there that you keep it from moving. I've put the silver aluminium here.
Yes.
Just for splash and heat and everything. It's a 4-plate hob, gas, and ta-da! It's got a baking place for some meringues and some muffins. So yeah, that's going to be christened as well. I modified it, and what I've done is I've made it a drawer at the bottom, so we can put our pots and pans and things under here. If we're using the oven, we're going to get rid of all these things, because it might burn. But other than that, I think it's a nice storage place. Okay, so above the stove, we've got another little cabinet that I built here. This is for cooking stuff and all that. Everything falls over always. You know, like your spices and all that for the oven and the stove right here. That would be this. I have bumped my head here 1,000,000 times. And you think because it's an oven here, you walk around it. But no, I seem to go past it and do that. Dunk. So what I've done is I've put this foam around it. Obviously it can't go right the way, but I've put a little flap here. So if I do it, that's fine. And this here is the fly screen that we've got. I'm not going to put it up now, there's too many things in the way, but we untie that and this thing will go right across and it'll close with this fly mesh. So you can't get any mosquitoes or whatever in, with little magnets that we hook it on the sides. And it seems to hold quite well. I'll just roll it up here, it doesn't really matter. Just keep it out the way. Okay, so so I've been looking for weeks and weeks for a louver door to put on this cupboard. Eventually I found one. And as I fitted it and everything to make sure it fits, I was getting out and it dropped out of my hands and hit the floor on the outside and it broke into 1,000,000 pieces. So I had to sit and assemble it like a Meccano set. But yes, here it is. And we've painted it and everything. So this is the door that I opened just now to show you the shoes and the dustbin area. But that's what it looks like when it's closed. And I think that's quite inviting.
Yes.
The table folds up this side so that it looks finished off nicely here. So that's your entrance.
Yes.
900. It's plenty of space. Even a thin guy like me can come in here. Okay, we also have a vent. I've still got to get the fan sorted out, but there is a fan that goes in there. This has helped a lot, especially if it's a hot day or something like that. Then you can open it or close it like this. And at night, if it's too light or too rainy or whatever, you can close it up like this. But usually we leave it open, a little breeze like that. Then if we go into the shower area, before I go to the shower, I must show you some switches. This is the shower light and fan. This is going to be this is a fan, the extractor fan, which the wires will go up to here. So in here will be another fan which will be operated by this one. It'll go on now. There's nothing because the wires are here.
Okay.
Now this is the bathroom or the shower and the toilet. You switch that on and sit down. Ta-da! Ta-da-da-da-da! There's light.
It's like the Hollywood bathroom.
Yes, and you can go in here and you can stand anywhere you want. Look at this. I've got lots of room here. My arms are out straight both sides. So yes, I can do my hair and I can have a nice shower here. The shower head is over here, which I can adjust up and down and sideways. You can turn it sideways and you can do this. And this up and down here. And this is the shower curtain. We've tied it up here. Let me just quickly unravel it. It'll take a few seconds. And this thing actually, I've tied it up like this so that it doesn't rattle. This hose, which is the shower hose. It's a bit of a mission to get it loose, but you only do it the first time. When you get there, you can sort it out. And you don't have to do it again. How did I do it? Anyway, that's the shower. This is the shower. I've just put the hose here like this. It should be that side like that. There. And this is the lead. This is where you turn the water on for the shower. But you must switch the plug on as well, which is over there. That's the switch to switch the pump on. And you can open here and the water will flow here.
Beautiful.
Now this is the little curtain. This is going to be a mission now because I put it this side. Anyway, what happens is this will fold right around. Hello. And the water is lower than that, so it can't go out into the living area.
Yes.
So you don't get water on the floors and all that. Why I said this is a bit of a mission is because I've put these hangers up here. So you can put towels here or your clothes you want to put on afterwards. There's one on the other side as well, so you could probably put your towel that side and your clothes this side while you're having your own shower. You know?
Okay.
There's an extractor fan up here that came on when I switched the light on, which is over here. And that's just to stop the water vapor and all that when it gets, you know, when you're having a hot shower, that it doesn't steam up in here.
Okay, what's the walls made of?
The walls are made of plastic.
Explain.
It's a plastic film that I've had to glue onto the wooden walls. And that's how it is. I've sealed the corners up with a special glue, a special sealer. The curtain's got a rail here, and my fancy lights that I made.
How did you make
when I
them?
installed this?
Yes.
You can see how I did it. I made a roof with a whole lot of holes in, and I put them in and joined them on top. It's hollow. There's another piece on top of that which is insulated, so that the fan can also fit in. So everything's up there.
And then the shower pan.
Right. So that, my friends, was the shower. Now we have a toilet in it as well.
I see so.
Are you on? This is our floor pan in the shower. Wooden thing. If you want to use the toilet, you just pull this up like this, and Bob's Jaunti! There's a special toilet, hiding away, hiding from everybody. There it is. You can have your whatever it is to do, and when you're finished, you can just pull the shower up again. I mean, pull the toilet back into its position, and you can close this down.
Okay, what type of toilet is it?
It's a little cassette toilet, and it works perfectly. Okay, I have to every week go and clean it out, but there's no poo in it. It's just wee.
Yes.
So for the poo, we either dig a hole or we use the facilities at the camp area. What do they call them again?
Ablutions.
Ablution blocks. Yes. Otherwise, we go and dig a hole. Okay, so now I've finished using the toilet in the bathroom. Actually, I made all those panels, everything. So I close here and I switch that off, and it's sound. This wall here was a nightmare. First, I glued it on with the paper adhesive, and it wouldn't stick to the plastic melamine. So I had to flat that down, and I've used the Jenkin contact adhesive, and it seems to be living up now. When I say living up, it's been on for about 3 weeks. The other stuff, the next day it started creeping off like this. So this is a much better idea. There's a hanging hook here for coats and hats, my hat and everything. So this is quite comfortable. I've put 2 little levers on here, little ledges. That's where the table goes on. Okay, see, here is the little table that I made for over here. It actually sits on those 2 little things and wedges in there. So you have this counter space, the fridge area, plus this that I had open just now, which is a nice lot of work area to cook in. And Cindy's like out of the moon, over the moon. I'm just waiting for the nice muffins.
And I look out the door when I'm cooking.
Cindy always looks out the door, and she has a whale of a time.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now that we're in the kitchen, in this big van, we've got a kitchen as well. This is like the sink area and cupboard area. So on top, I've made this box cabinet up here where you can put your teas and coffees and all brekkies and that type of thing over here. It's got fancy little things that hold it up. And our lovely knobs and the logo. I did this tiling in here that Cindy chose, the colors. I love it, it looks awesome. And I've used Cindy's awesome artwork. These are coasters that she made, and I resined them so they're nice and glossy, and we've put them in here and grouted everything out, so it's all nice and watertight. I put a silicone seal all the way around, so if we do have to take the sink out for any kind of reason, you just put a knife in there and we can take it out, because it is screwed on, but we can pull it out. A lovely spice rack. This used to be Cindy's spice rack. It was a little,
I don't know what it was.
paint rack when she had her artwork studio at home, which I claimed. And we've got knives and forks and spoons here just
From
as
St.
decoration.
Lucia, yeah.
St. Lucia stuff, yeah. St. Lucia and my Lucia. Okay, over here we have a like a little master place. It used to have a dimmer switch here, but it doesn't work too well, so I've just blanked it with a white piece. That's the voltage of the batteries and everything. When I switch the lights on, you can obviously see it go down, but if I switch it off, it go back up there. It doesn't use that much. So these are the main lights. There's two here. This is the basin and the stove, all the little cupboards, and this is the top light. This one is for the backlight, and this one, which you won't see, is the, if you look there, if you look closely there, you'll see it flashing on and off.
It's like a little dim one for when we're
Yeah, it's
sleeping.
underneath that rail there. There's a long LED there, and on the other side. So our toes and our faces are always lit up. Yeah. So now in the basin area, I've put these two little taps on. I know everybody has these fancy big taps that are in houses and all that, but you know what? This is perfect for what we want. There's
The one does run.
Yeah, this is a fresh water. This is for like still water. We get proper still water, and that goes on there, which won't work now.
Yeah.
This one is for cleaning dishes, making tea, doing that type of thing, and showering. And that's how it runs. It's plenty. I don't see any reason with not using that. It looks like a dream. This is a drying bowl, because we've got a sink here with a little extension. You can do your washing there and put it in there. Sometimes I'll make coffee, I'll put it here when Cindy's sleeping in the bed and I wake her up. But I can put these tables up if I have to. Okay, so this is the cupboard story over here for our cutlery. We put all our cutlery in this one. The nice narrow one that works very well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it this way. This is to work underneath it on the drains and all that, but we use it also to put in soaps and all that type of thing. I forgot to show you where I hide the dishwasher.
I also put my coffee on this one.
I forgot to show you where I hide the dishwasher.
Yes, I put my coffee on here. Oh, is that where it's gone?
Put the
Okay.
dishwasher in there.
Oh, it won't fall over, huh?
No, it's jammed. Okay, so you say you put your coffee in here.
When I'm lying in bed.
Ah,
You put my
yeah.
coffee. Yeah.
Oh, yes. No, I've
my
made
little
this thing
table.
so it can flip open like that because I didn't want to put another drawer in that. So I made it like that with a stop here. And when Cindy and I are in bed, I'm that side, she's this side. When I wake up, I put her coffee here. So she's got her own little table when she's in bed. And she loves it, so do I. Okay, so that's it. I made these they're just little pieces of wood that I use as a stop to stop the drawers from flying open. You can see there's a loose stuff in here and everything, but this is a van, eh? And here's another one here, also van stuff. And you just do that and they can't open. We'll go down a few. There's a lot of dishes and things. And this side is a little gas cook stove, a small one.
You can go outside with it.
Yeah,
Can
you
be
can
used
go outside and just play there nicely. And this is a false piece because your toilet is in there, in this cupboard, because it closes into there. And it's all sealed up. Nothing can come out there or smell or do anything. This is our gadget box. Our cameras and all kinds of electronical stuff. These are lights.
Oh, they go.
These are for the bed. I'm going to show you now. They fit on there. There's a swivel there. It's a magnetic swivel. So that's a bed light. But what we do when we get to a place and we want to be outside, we've got a couple of magnetic bases and you just stick that on the steel of the van, and it's lovely light outside. And you can have it that, and you can have it that, or you can do that or that. Okay, so now we're at the stage where we can show you things that hide other things. Okay, we've shown you the toilet getting hidden. That's a good one. And as I stand up here, I've been sitting on this little, what they call them? It's like a little footstool. But I've dollied it up because it was just material. So I've put wood on it. And it actually opens. which way does it open? This way. Which is our laundry bag, dirty laundry. We can put it all in here. Close it down and you can sit on it. I'm going to put this out the way because it's a bit in the way for where we want to go now.
Well, it actually fits there when we're traveling.
Yeah, that's where we put it when at night. So, in this box is all the dirty laundry and everything. But underneath this table, I actually put 3 hooks. If you want to have a look underneath it, there's 3 hooks here where you can hang coats. All your clothing that you're wearing, your jackets and shirts that you want to keep, you can hang them there, and it's a form of like insulation, heat insulation from the cab area.
I have to deal with this man.
Okay, so this is, from here is now our bedroom. Come into my bedroom, see the spider to the fly. Okay, our cupboards are also made these up here. They have little steel latches that hold it up. This is Cindy's over here, and this is mine here. Mine's got nothing in it. Don't know why. Cindy's has hats and scarves. Very nice, I like that. And above it, below it, I built this little box over here. It's got a power unit there and a power unit here. It's open in the middle, and I've not leather lined it, carpet lined it. So when you're charging your phone, you can plug your phone, because it plugs into here with this here. It plugs in, and this goes into the phone. And then that can lie inside there. So Cindy's lies there and mine lies here. I can't do it now because I've got one of these funny phones where the plug is different, and this is not my plug, it's yours. Mine's in the house. But yeah, both phones lie in there, and it's on carpet. So it can't get scratched and messed up or anything. But you just put your finger on top and you can pull it out. And those are, while we're sleeping, they can charge up there. And that's a beautiful place to charge. Next thing here is we have these fans here. There's a little switch on the back. So when we're sleeping, we have these blowing on us, or we can blow them on somebody else or whatever. So they are adjustable this way, but not sideways. We don't need it sideways, it's just this. So that's how we keep cool. But I tried sleeping with fans on and it didn't work because they kept me awake. I thought there was an airplane flying around.
I like it.
Or a boat.
And there's one on each side.
Yes, there's one both sides. That's Cindy's, this is mine here. Also comes on. And we did show you the light balls. One goes there, one goes there. So we both have lights.
Yeah.
And as I said, we can take these off here because there's a steel bracket there. And we can put that light outside under the awning. And we have light there. It works very well. Okay, so the lighting system in the van works as follows. There's a whole lot of master switches here. You can switch any light on or off here. So you come in the van, you can hit the whole thing, and all the switches are here. So you hit it, everything goes on. But you can isolate individual ones like that. So that is the one for up here. This is the one for under counters, all the under counters. Even in that box where we store the over the cab. Even that box over the cab where we store there's a light in there as well, which is this one that I just switched on.
Yeah. And
here is the backlight on top. And this one is the little lights, the strip lights on the foot and the head. Alright, this is the bedroom area. Right now it's a bench. So I can sit at the bench like this, and Cindy can sit at the bench as well. And I've made this so that we can put this table up while the bed is up, which fits in like this. And one over here, just hooking in here. There, like that. So here, what's for supper? So this we can eat it, we can work on the computer, we can play cards, we can do anything. Cards, we can play cards as well. Anything we want to over here. And right on it is Cindy's artwork. Cindy Lewis Williams.
You can't see it.
Contact her. It says Cindy Lewis Williams.
Yeah, it's just a piece of canvas with pouring on under resin. And we've resined it onto a table.
Yeah, and that's our table.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's awesome.
And then it flips down, and when the bed goes down, we'll show you how it maneuvers.
We're going to do that now. We'll flip this down first. And by the way, we can actually walk past the table.
Yeah.
when the tables are. That was a criteria. Plus, I wanted to make it a little bit narrower, which would have been there, but that wouldn't have worked. To flip it this way because it would be too low to fit in here. So if we want to put the bed down, we have to take these cushions away. Now, as I've taken the cushions off the couch there because I need to put the bed down, and I'll show you that this thicker one at the back is actually a piece that fits over there because we had to cut it because it's a Murphy bed and that area isn't cushioned at the moment. So before we go there, I want to show you what's under this seat here. This can flip up like this, and there's water supplies, water tanks. This is the water heater for the shower. This is a bra unit. This is extra waters and toilet fumigations and antidotes and and this is my toolbox where I keep all my tools. So it's quite compact and neat. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to put hinges on here because I've got to put it on this side. I can't put it inside because it can't turn against itself. But that's fine, that works there. Okay, bedtime. So being a Murphy bed, I need to unlatch it here. I've got little latches on each side that hold it in. And now we can pull it down. This I just put my foot there so that it catches the floor initially like that. And then I can lower the bed and it can go down.
So that's how it folds.
And that's a Murphy bed. Now I can't because you're gonna. Okay, so seeing as that's down, that's half the Murphy bed down. The duvet won't be like this, it'll actually be further, so it's just a case of flipping the corners over. The duvet is now only under one.
We've got straps here.
Yes, we've got these straps that hold it on and it can just detach it.
Okay.
This piece of foam fits in the end there.
Yes.
Can't put it in now because there's a whole lot of things here and I'm not going to take them out now.
So that acts as a little place for us to store stuff when we're traveling.
Storage area here.
Yeah, we even take my poles for my hammock and everything.
Yeah, they fit in the box underneath here. On top of the batteries, there's a lid, and then they put the poles, and there's another lid.
Okay.
So it's like a false lid.
Yes.
Where the batteries are in there, there's 4 150 amp hour batteries, which gives you 600 amp hours. 600 watts on the roof solar panel, like I told you. So if you watch the other video, earlier you'll see that, where there's 600 watts of solar power that come down into the charge control unit, which is inside this box, and there's 4 batteries inside here, and they are 150 each also, so that gives you another 600 amp hours. So 600 to 600. And at the bottom there, if you look there down the bottom, there's a whole lot of cut-off switches here. I can't see now.
Yeah, solar panels first.
Yes, that you can cut off and that'll stop the power coming from there. This is a battery bank, you can cut the supply off. And this is load, which is a little circuit with where all the working things in the van are being drawn off, like your lights, your fans, your charge units, all the 12 volt stuff comes out here. So this is a quick way to just cut it off. There is a fuse inside there, and each one is fused. It's all wired in nicely. This here is an inverter, 220 inverter. So this switch here is where you switch it on. If you listen now, you can hear it. When you do that, 220 is coming to here, and this is the extension that you can take out, or you can plug a drill in, or a machine, or hairdryer, or whatever in here, or the hot water heater comes in here. This is an extension I put on so that we can plug it into the water heater so that we can have a nice shower.
And with the green thing,
The green thing is the charge control unit. This is a 50 amp charge control unit which allows 50 amps. If you draw more than that, it doesn't work, or it can't get loaded more than 50 amps. Okay, so Cindy just pointed out I must say something about the roof. The roof is like a pressed ceiling, but it's polystyrene. It's a product that we can buy in South Africa. to do houses with, which I did. This was like cut off my roof, and it worked perfectly. Yeah, it's nice. It's like an insulation extra, and it's cool. It looks lovely. I made these cupboards here on top of the load area. This is our garage load area, if you want to call it that. We're not people who want to stay away forever or live here, so we just need what we need for the weekend, and we put it in here. It works fine. These are little cubbies that I made. I see these pillows and things stuck in it right now, and this one also opens exactly the same. Oh, it's got a duvet in here.
Pillow.
What is it?
Pillow.
Oh, it's pillows for the duvet. This is the monitor, where I've made a box where it can't move. I've put a rubber strip up there so it doesn't damage the screen, and I've actually anchored it on this little tray. This tray has two little steel pins that go in, so it can't move. So that's nice. We have the cables that come down here. We can put our laptop in here, and we can have a look at videos, what we want to see, and program it, and we can lie in bed and watch here, because our heads are over there where the camera is now, and our feet are underneath here. The distance between the two walls is 6 foot, 6'1" or 6'2", something like that. And we're shorter than that, so we have like 2 or 3 inches, and it's happiness. We can sleep easy without having any kind of crunch up or anything like that. So that's that. Okay, so now this is where the headlights are. Ding. That's the headlights. On the other side of the bedroom, over there, when we pack all on the back there, we've just tied the mosquito netting up there.
So Graham's just put the Murphy bed back up.
The Murphy bag. I'll bag you. And
this is the seat.
just 2 little thingies that go in here.
Yeah.
And I'll squash them in there, so they're out the way, not rolling around while we're traveling.
This is the nookie that we put all little things down here when we're traveling.
Yeah, it is.
It's untidy now.
Okay, so I've just put the bed up and the cushions on here to have a little seat again. And now I can sit down and I can show you something else. We put a floor in here, a laminate floor. And underneath this floor is a green barrier. It's like a felt and a piece of plastic, which stops the water, and it also helps as insulation, and it also stops the echoing sound when you're walking on it. And if there is any kind of irregularities, this helps to level it out. So it's all in, and I've screwed the finish off there. And this took a long time, but you know what, I'm so happy I did this. It's a beautiful floor. It's a patch from what we had. We had an ugly old broken wooden rubberized floor. It was horrible. So I've changed that, and now it looks beautiful. And this is our home. I think we can have a lot of good fun in this house. It is so beautiful. I love it.
Okay. We're going to say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah,
We've had our van tour.
Well now. There's a whole lot of insulation done in this van.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot about
Every
that.
single board and everything here is insulated. Some are even 3 times insulated. And it's polystyrene, which we've used. I know it's not necessary, not the chosen way, because of fires and all this, but I don't see it like that. It is what it is, and that's all that it is. We've carpeted here and there where it looked steel. And this is very insulated. We've been out in what was it? The middle of winter.
Yeah.
It was 6 degrees outside, and it was 16 inside. And there wasn't even sun around. It was like early morning.
And also we've insulated because of South Africa's weather.
Yeah,
we don't get so cold.
We've done the insulation. Insulation is insulation. Hot or cold, it helps. But what we've done is we've used this insulation because of the heat, the radiation of heat. The cold doesn't seem to be much of a problem, but the heat, that's a problem. And we seem to overcome it with the insulation. We're going to test it this summer, and I'm sure as heck hope we don't flipping boil. Just for interest's sake, we put new tyres on as well. And so we've got new tyres on the thing. We've got a new windscreen fitted. It was all cracked up, so that's a brand new one. And we also put the logo on the front.
And it is a diesel.
Yeah, it's a HDR 2.8 straight. As I said, it is a Peugeot, so there's the emblem. We put this on just to demarcate who we are and where we are. Come around this side. There's a little camera there for the rear view that's connected to the radio. On the top, over there, that's the solar panels. From there right through, it's 600 watts of solar. On the side here, I've put a little rail so that we can slide our awning onto it, and that stands out this side. It's an old rally tent that I had for my combi, and I've modified it to fit here, and it's quite nice. It's about as wide as the whole thing here, 3 meters or 3.5 meters, something like that, and it sticks out about 2.4, I think it is. Okay, so that's basically the Vantour. I hope you enjoyed it. We certainly enjoy the van, and there's a lot of things that other people have that we don't, and we have that people don't have. But you know what? We all have our own ideas on what van life is all about, and this suits us 100%. We want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and like and share and comment. And we thank you for your for your view of our video, and we say goodbye. Have a good one.